folks? We are live with episode 235. Yeah, the timing was a little strange. I didn't mean for it to be 6:05 rather than 6 or 7:05, depending on where you live. I must have just typoed it when I typed in the time. But yeah, we're live now. And we did a show last week, didn't we? Yeah, we did.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's right. We did our 6 years of shenanigans.
6 years of shenanigans.
Tonight, the plan is to talk a little bit about season 3 of Star Wars Visions. JD and I have actually never talked about Visions at all. I don't think we have.
I thought we did. I thought we talked about season 2.
I don't remember if this channel as a whole has ever done. No, I don't. No, we have only ever talked about season 1, and you were not with us yet. Weird.
Well, weird. That is weird.
But yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Let's see who we've got in the chat room so far. We've got Taco Cat.
Hey, Jamie. Good to see you. Good to see you back, buddy.
The Smirking Bear. And we have Steve Spawn. Steve number 2.
We affectionately call you Steve number 2.
We do.
100%. 100%. Just because we can't, if we say Steve or Steve, we don't know who we're talking about, so we have to give somebody.
Which one are you talking about?
Yeah. Which one? Damn it.
So here we are. We're here for more Star Wars shenanigans and shenanigans of all sorts. I'm
not going to promise that this particular show is not going to be heavily shenanigan labeled too, because we like Visions. I just kind of a spoiler here because we're a non-spoiler show, or because we are not a non-spoiler show.
No.
Yeah. So
yeah, we like Star Wars, but yeah, like JD said, I cannot guarantee. Definitely, we will not be spoiler free, but I cannot guarantee that we will be squirrel free tonight.
There's a reason we have a squirrel called Nut as our mascot, because hey, I'm just saying we get
off topic a lot.
We'll get off topic a lot.
And yeah, so we'll take it as we come. But so we'll 100%. Be talking about Visions and other stuff. We also are going to have our show and tell time a little bit later. We're going to talk about some comic books here in a little bit. We're going to talk about how you folks out there can hang out with us if you would like on social media.
Mm-hmm.
But before we jump into all of that, why don't we see what the two of us have been up to over the course. What have you been up to, JD, besides work? Because I know work.
It's pretty awesome. Last Saturday, I got to, so for those of you who don't know, or you might know somebody who has been before, who has been adopted or been part of a foster family in the past, last Saturday was National Day of Adoption. And some different states, cities, different places kind of hold their own events for National Day of Adoption. But here in Kansas, I went to Wichita to the Exploration Place, and Exploration Place is a science activities and learning center that they have in downtown Wichita. It's a very wonderful facility. If you ever get a chance to come to Wichita and you get a chance to go down and see the science and exploration place for yourself. It's called Exploration Place. I highly recommend it. It's very cool, especially if you have kids. They'll freaking love it. It's awesome. There's so many activities. They have a castle inside the building. They have all kinds of stuff about aviation because Wichita is considered the air capital of America. And they have all kinds of different science activities. And they have like a specialty things that come through. And they have a dinosaur exhibit right now. But so this weekend at their event center, they hosted the National Day of Adoption event, and they actually had judges and social workers and different people who came in. And the great part of it was 37 different families and foster kids got to find their forever home. And they signed over the documents and got everything's finalized right there on that day as part of their as part of getting adopted. And as part of the event, the Rebel Legion group and the 501st Legion, the 501st Troopers that I belong to here in the Wichita area actually got to go and be a part of the festivities and say hi to the kids and spend some time with them and play games and take pictures and do all that kind of cool stuff. So we actually got to be a part of that and got to see that. And I had never actually gone to one of those events before, so it was very different. It was real neat to see all of the families that were coming together and getting finalized and all that kind of stuff. It was a real cool event. And like I said, I got to be a part of that. I was in my Jedi robes, of course, and got the first time I had gotten hugs and kids wanting to play games with the Jedi, and we had Darth Vader there, and we had kids actually hugging Darth Vader, which is weird. I don't quite understand that, but we also had a couple stormtroopers, and they were getting hugs, and everybody was happy we were there, and the kids got to take pictures, and it made the kids feel like it was a fun event and that kind of stuff. And like I said, we got to spend time. So it was a very, very unique experience, something I've never been a part of. It was a yeah, so I got to do that Saturday. And other than that, just kind of getting ready for Turkey Day. And yeah, it's a short work week. So tomorrow's my last day of work, and I'm off for 4 days, which is awesome. And then I get to come down on Friday and hopefully Friday night, or I'll probably, well, I want to say probably Friday night or sometime on Saturday. We will probably be getting together with Steve, you and the wife, and hopefully Blue, and we'll all get to go to dinner. But we're coming down to Oklahoma City to watch the Oklahoma University play Louisiana State on Saturday. So it'll be my first college football
That
game.
would be Norman, Oklahoma, sir. That is not Oklahoma City.
Okay, so fine, Norman. Norman. So anyway, yeah, we'll be coming down there on Saturday to partake in those events and festivities and fun. So yeah, so that's yeah. But yeah, Saturday was very cool. It was a very awesome event. It was so cool to see foster kids and families getting together. And of course, if you're a Star Wars fan, you know what that's all about. You know about found family and hope for young kids who maybe don't have their parents or were given up for adoption, and finding people that want to be a part of their lives, want to take them in, and want to show them the kind of love and support that a family can bring. And so it was a very cool experience, very awesome experience. So,
Very cool.
yeah. What about you, Steve?
Well, one thing you forgot to mention that you did this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
We did the first session of our new Star Wars tabletop role-playing game campaign. This one was called Shadow of the Sun.
Mm-hmm.
It was I was doing the GM role, and we had Blue and JD and Charlie Kirby, and we had Spencer with us. And hold that thought. I just wanted to let everybody know that Brennan is in the chat. What's up, dude? But yeah, we did our first session of Shadow of the Sun, and I had a blast telling the story.
We had a fun participating in it, and so if you guys don't know, we'll give you a little bit of a heads up on some information here on the Shadows of the Sun. So there was kind of some interesting things going on between myself and Steve's son Blue. He's actually playing a so you're gonna find this funny, but he's playing a separatist Wookiee, which doesn't make sense at all.
Former separatist Wookiee.
And I am playing a former clone trooper turned pirate. So you can imagine the conflict that's going on.
Yeah, it was.
And
Things got a little heated at one point during the game between
between the two of us.
And also Spencer's character. Um,
Poor
we
Spencer's
had
character.
Charlie that had to come in and play mediator, so to speak. But altogether, it was a lot of fun, I thought. So this game,
Yeah, exactly. Smirking Bear, a separatist Wookiee, huh? Yeah, that's the first thing I thought.
So he's the Wookiee that sided with the separatists during the Clone Wars. But let me give you a little background on Shadow of the Sun is a campaign that takes place right about 5 BBY, I think is the right time frame. In fact, at the very end of the session, they were all huddled together at a cantina, waiting to talk to a contact, and a hollow news bulletin came over regarding a certain heist on Aldani. So that gives you an idea of kind of the time frame of this one. So we got JD, like I said, he's playing a former clone, and that's
Turned very cranky. Turned very cranky with a
all
very
about the money.
poor.
He's all about
the money. Very cranky. All he wants to do is shoot stuff and collect the money. And my Kiwi accent is horrible. I'm just saying.
But yeah, his clone is there. Yeah, things are going to come into. It's going to be very interesting. Some things that are coming about for Mr. Blackout, as his character is called.
As my character is known.
Yeah. And then we got Blue, of course, is playing the Wookiee, who is during the Clone Wars, he sided with the Separatists, and he is the pilot of the group. So the ship they're running around in is his. His companion, Blue's companion, is a reprogrammed BX commando droid that is a complete jackass.
That Blackout, my character, does not like and does not trust.
Yeah, but aside from him being a separatist, he's kind of a cross between K2SO and Chopper.
With a really bad attitude.
Just kind of a jackass. And then you got Charlie's character is I forgot the species. He's a Duros. He's a doctor, huge gambling addict that is going to come back and probably bite him in the ass in the future. And then Spencer, who's not in the chat, where are you at, Spencer? Is playing a Chandra Fan, I think is the name of the species. Who is he's addicted to technology. He likes to
fidget with things.
Yeah.
Any opportunity to fidget with things, and he likes it.
Anyway, so we did the first session on Sunday. It was a lot of fun, I thought. It is currently up for viewing on the Patreon page. Here in about a week or so, I'm going to pop it up on the YouTube channel for everybody else to view. So be on the lookout for that. I'm sure we'll make an announcement on social media about it. Other than that, what else have I been doing this week? Doing a lot of schoolwork. I've got a project coming due. Very involved project. So I haven't really had a lot of free time due to that. So I'm still working on it. I mean, I've got it's working on it pretty much every day. Outside of that, when I do have a little bit of free time this week or this past week, I've been playing some Fallout New Vegas. Been doing that. Other than that, I don't know. Just getting things ready for the next session of Shadow of the Sun, really.
You don't have any big plans for Turkey Day other than dinner with us?
Well, Thursday afternoon sometime, of course, we're having the full family dinner thing. I don't remember who all's coming over. Blue will be there. Yeah, I think my mom, I'm pretty sure my mom will be there, but I can't be 100% certain about that. I don't make the plans. I just work here. But yeah. So, speaking of social media, take it, JD.
I'm sorry, I'm in trouble. No. At the bottom of the screen, you will find the link to our social media pages. It's bio.links/Rebel Nerd Radio, where you will find connections to all of our social medias, which we participate in, even from Twitter to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We have been trying to move everybody, just kind of a heads up, we have been trying to move everybody over to YouTube because it seems to be the one that works the best. And that's where we are looking for subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. I know this a lot of YouTube channels, content creators, things like that. They all say the same thing. A lot of people who watch the shows, who participate, who see what we post and that kind of thing. A lot of them aren't subscribed to the channels. We really would appreciate it if you guys would subscribe and even comment on the videos if you get a chance, or if you have questions, comments, anything you'd like to leave. We really do appreciate it. But we are also on Facebook, but unfortunately, our Facebook videos are only left up for 30 days and then they are taken down. So after 30 days, you will not be able to see them anymore. You will have to shuffle over to the YouTube page if you wait more than 30 days to watch one of our shows. But we still are up on Facebook. We used to transmit on Twitter, but we do not anymore. We just kind of post random things, and you can reach us or on our Twitter pages and stuff like that through the link. You can still do that. But we don't really do a whole lot over there except just to post on some of the Star Wars content for people that hang out in the Twitter space. Steve is more into that than I am because I think Twitter is an absolute cesspool, and I stand on that. I'll die on that hill.
I just go to
but
my Star Wars list and read those.
yeah, go to the Star Wars exactly. But also you will find a link to our Discord channel. We say this all the time on here, but you really are. If you're not part of the Discord, please become a part of our Discord. Most of the people that you see in the chat and most of the content that you see going on here, the discussions are either carried on there or we have other discussions that come up that we bring onto the show and we talk about, like show suggestions or just general topics that we might have that we want to talk about, or those sort of things, or we continue those discussions over there after we do a show. So please consider joining our Discord. It's a great community. I can promise you that it's well regulated by Steve and myself. Keep an eye on it, and the people who dwell there and who are part of that space. There's no kind of hatred on that site that you, or in our Discord, that you would see on a lot of other Star Wars channels that seem to want to promote and try to profit off of hate. We don't do that kind of thing. We don't really care about that. We are, as some folks in our chat said, we are here to just kind of to express our opinions, meaning myself and Steve. We're not toting it as fact. We're not toting it as gospel. We're just saying that we have these opinions. We hope you share them. We're just trying to share them with you because we enjoy just talking about Star Wars, and you will find the same kind of thing in Discord. Constructive criticism, just good fun, shenanigans, good people to talk to, a lot of great folks that participate in our Discord channel, and you have all kinds of subject matters you can talk about, so it's great. And also, on that link, you will find another link that will take you to our Patreon page, where we have exclusive videos like Shadows of the Sun, or our previous Star Wars RPG that we wrapped up a little over a year ago, which was Twilight of Vakanta. And there is also a Cyberpunk campaign on there that we did that is kind of on hiatus right now. We're kind of halfway through it. It's kind of on hiatus until we get later down the road. We'll pick it up again later. But that's some exclusive content you'll find on there. You'll also get early access to content to things like Kryptonian Chronicles, The Batcave, and a few other ones when Steve decides to do more comic book reviews and things like that on that channel.
Yeah, on that note, we do have me and Spencer are getting together. We haven't put down a schedule yet of when we're going to do it, but we are going to be finally starting a new series called The Devil's Den. As you can see, it's about all things Daredevil. And our first episode, which, like I said, we haven't scheduled yet, but it is going to be about the Frank Miller comic book, The Man Without Fear. Now back to you, JD.
Very cool. Oh, thanks, Steve. But anyway,
you'll find.
Yeah, it sucks. I hate winter. No, so those a lot of those, like the Batcave and Kryptonian Chronicles, and now the Devil's Den. You will find early access to those on our Patreon and that sort of thing over there. And I know Steve's going to throw up some stickers up there that you will, as a Patreon, receive when you become a part of our group. And by the way, it's only $2 a month, and really it helps us pay the StreamYard bill. That's really essentially what we use it for. But if you look over there, Steve's got some stickers that we need to get mailed out to our current Patreons.
Yeah, we do.
And I have not got a chance to show it as a thing yet, and I'm going to, but I have actually received my item that I'm going to start doing some stuff with. It's going to be for our Patreons. It's going to be Patreon exclusive stuff. And as soon as I get that shown and we showcase some of the things that I've got for it, you guys will get to see what there'll be a batch of stuff that the Patreons will be getting from me. And you also get your name shouted out here on the show. Take it away.
Your name. All right. So I have to, okay, I got the updated file here. And thank you to all our patrons, Dave Brown, Kelly and Chris Olson, Justin Hensley, Charlie Kirby, Chantel Gonzalez, Matthew, strangely, is not in the chat tonight. Steve Spawn, who is in the chat. Brennan, who is in the chat. Brian, who's probably working. Paul, and the return of Taco Cat. Thank you all for your support and for giving us your hard-earned money so that we can pay our StreamYard bill. Speaking of Matthew, he's taking his son to the Polar Express train ride.
Oh, cool. Have fun with that, buddy. That sounds like
another thing that I wanted to mention that is on our bio link. There is a link to it, but I wanted to let you know there is another way that you can support us financially if the Patreon thing just not your thing. Don't want to commit to a monthly stipend, but you want to donate financially, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/Rebel Nerd Radio. Or as I said, if you go to the bio link, there's a link to it there. Basically, it's just a way for you to donate financially any amount that you want. And it's not like a commitment. So you just get one done or every few months or however you want to do that. And that way you can support us financially, but you don't have to be a member per se.
We did honestly try going the cheaper route with a different streaming service, and it was freaking horrible.
It was horrible.
It did not work good. It was not nice. And StreamYard is so much better, but StreamYard, what was it? Probably a year ago, they increased their bills pretty high, and now they're a little pricey to use the streaming service. So basically anything that you folks decide, like Patreon or donate, is basically just to pay that bill to make sure that we can stream. Eventually, we really would love to get to the point where we have enough subscribers that we are, maybe the channel, gets monetized or something like that. And then we can just pay it with that, and then we don't have to worry about Patreons and that kind of thing. I mean, although we do that, don't take that as a disparagement. We do enjoy the Patreons. We thank you guys very much. You guys are awesome, and like with especially with things like personal things in people's lives that are going on. It's always nice to have that little bit of financial boost and then be able to keep doing this. So it's pretty awesome, and we really do like the Patreons. We really do appreciate everything you guys are doing. And it would be awesome if we could get it a little higher. That's why I say we need to get our subscribers up. We need to do all that kind of stuff. So that would greatly help.
Joy, how's it going?
Hey, Joy.
There's this thing on StreamYard called the teleprompter. This is I think this might be new. I've never seen it before.
Uh-oh.
Display your notes as a scrolling overlay on the screen, visible only to you. The hell?
Oh, looky, we're going to try something new.
Do you see anything on the screen?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
So it is visible only to me.
Oh.
That's weird. A teleprompter for a podcast. That's
well, maybe if you have like it's like one of those deals where you have a preset notes that you want to do or an outline. You can throw it up there. That way you go
for people that actually write notes for
that actually write notes and like have a set schedule and things that they have to do. They actually be able to put that on this.
That would work. I think that might work pretty well for the RPG.
Yeah.
Because I do write notes for that. I get deep on my notes.
See, that might help you for that part.
Might.
Yeah. Look at that, people. We're playing with technology.
Playing with technology.
Better than playing with ourselves.
On that note, it's time for Drawn to the Force. This is the part of our show where we are going to talk about comic books, specifically Star Wars comic books that are coming out this week.
I just thought of something too, Steve.
That's a scary thought.
I know. I know. Me thinking it's weird. You know something off subject for just a second. Squirrel moment. Where are you at?
Take a drink.
Take a drink. You know something that you and I have never done, and we talked about like doing off topics besides Star Wars. You know something you and I have never done is we've never talked about Spaceballs.
We haven't, no. But if Spaceballs is your thing out there, folks, there was a special episode that we did. It's been a few years. It was when Charlie and Nicole were my co-hosts, and we did a special. So there's this thing that they do every year. It's Star Wars Podcast Day, I think is the name of it.
Uh-huh.
And they go out and they ask Star Wars podcasts to be a part of it. And so we did a special episode, a special Star Wars Podcast Day episode, and our topic for that episode was Spaceballs.
Spaceballs and fanboys.
I'm sorry, Spaceballs and what?
Fanboys. Have you ever seen the movie Fanboys?
I feel like I have.
Okay, we can get back to comic books. We'll have to talk about that.
Okay, give me a second. I'm looking for. Oh man, where is the one? Yeah, I see the Star Wars Podcast Day specials, but I don't know which one of them where we talked about Spaceballs because it was all a big secret. You didn't find out what we were going to be talking about until you watched the show. Anyway, yeah, we haven't talked about Spaceballs, which would definitely be something I'd be down to talk about again. We also have not talked about Firefly.
That's true.
I'd like to talk about Firefly. I'd be okay with that.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, comic books. There's actually only one Star Wars comic book coming out this week. And it is Boba Fett, Black, White, and Red, #3.
Nice.
I am actually caught up on this, so I'm looking forward to this #3. It is written by Ethan Sachs, and the artwork is done by Mr. Juan Rip. There's a couple of variant covers for you.
I was going to say, how many different variant covers are there?
Yeah, I like that one. Looks like there's only 3.
Three covers available?
I
like that one.
This one looks like a coloring book. I'm not down with that.
Yeah, kind of a little bit. I like the original one too.
Yeah, I think I like the original one. That one's good.
That one looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool.
But yeah, that's the only comic book Star Wars related that's coming out tomorrow. So make sure you get down to your local comic book shop and pick up a copy.
That's what I'm saying, Joy. That's what I'm saying, Joy.
Have you ever done a Star Wars parodies themed show?
That's what I'm saying. You could do like Spaceballs. You could do like Fanboys. You could do,
Family Guy. Remember the Family Guy Star Wars special they did?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have those. I've got all those on Blu-ray.
I think I own those too.
Yeah, I own them on Blu-ray. Heck yeah.
Yeah, Joy, everybody's handle is showing up weird tonight, and I don't understand why. Is it apparently you're seeing it on YouTube? It's not just on my end.
Mine did too, because before mine was only showing up as my name, and then all of a sudden now mine has numbers at the end of it. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's very weird.
YouTube did some weird revamp. I don't know what the hell's going on with it, but I think it has to do with it's some update that YouTube did, so I don't know what's going on.
But no, we actually have
Chicken.
We have never done a Star Wars parodies themed show.
Yeah, Robot Chicken.
So, that might be something worth looking into.
Heck yeah!
Put it down on the list.
Especially since Spaceballs is getting a sequel.
It is.
Spaceballs the sequel.
Looking forward to that. But yeah, these are all good ideas for future episodes to do. While we're talking about future episodes, next week we are going to be talking about Tatooine. All things Tatooine. We're gonna be kind of doing a deep dive into the planet and its legacy in Star Wars lore.
Never knew such a dry place with no water and sandy as hell would have such an impact on an entire universe.
It is quite impactful, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. All righty. Well, you know what time it is now.
Uh-oh.
It is time.
What do I have?
Show our thingies. Show our thingies. All right. So, what do you have for us tonight?
Oh, well, I think this is actually supposed to be an advent calendar, but I really don't care because I'm going to open them all. Yeah, it's a 12-day countdown calendar, but I saw this, and so if you folks, obviously, if you see behind me or you know anything about my collection, I've often said that the only thing, if I needed to sell or wanted to sell my collection, the only thing I probably would not part with would be my lightsabers. I would probably, at the very least, I would keep all of my lightsabers because lightsabers are just my thing. I like lightsabers. So if you are a person who pays attention to, if you pay attention to the Disney store at all, you probably saw these. And when I saw them, I was like, hell yeah, I got to get these. This is pretty freaking cool. But it is the 12-day calendar of mini lightsabers and cases. Check that out.
I have seen that.
Pretty darn cool. And yeah, I got the box open, so I'm gonna open these and pull them out because I have no idea which ones are which. They're just numbered, so I'm gonna start with number 1, And oh yeah, here we go. We're starting off good. Oh yeah. Oh wait, here. I probably won't do this on all of them, but I'll do this one. This one. Oop, maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
Go.
Anyway,
I got a cat that wants out.
the first one I got a hold of was Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber, which is freaking awesome. There's these plastic things in here. I'm not sure how to get these out of here. Let me see if I can get these in here. I don't know why they put these in here, but I'm going to try. Come on. Oh, there we go. Got it. Pretty darn cool. But it's literally that big. I mean, it's Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber, and you can see compared to my hand how big that thing, or how little that thing is. But that's pretty awesome. And then you get on the inside, you get this little stand deal. And then once you get it out of the package, you take it and you clip it in here, like so. See if I can get it in here. I'm trying. Hang on a minute. Stand by, people. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay. So then you can kind of see it clips in there like that. It's got a little glass case on it. Kind of cool. And then you go through the back like that. And then you have a card in the back that kind of gives you just a little bit of information. And it just says affiliate Qui-Gon Jinn affiliation Jedi color green, and length is 2.87 centimeters or 2.87 inches. So yeah. Let's see here. And then you clip it in the back, and then on the back side you get the little information card, and then you can see the lightsaber to the other side. So that is freaking awesome. So let me see here. I'll open it. None of these are labeled, so I don't know who's in them. If we have time, Steve, I can open all these, or I can just open 2 or 3 of them, and I'll show you guys pictures.
We've got time until Christmas, so we could.
All right. Oh, cool.
We could do a couple at a time.
Here we go. I got. Let me get this out of here real quick. Ah. Oh my god! I actually got Mace Windu's lightsaber.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was in number 2. So yeah, and it's pretty good detail. I mean, there's pretty good detail, and they even show a cover check wheel on there for pinning on your belt. So that's awesome.
How many weeks do we have until Christmas? As far as Rebel Nerd weeks, let's put it that way. Okay, so we got December 2nd, December 9th, December 16th. We probably won't do a show on the 23rd. I don't know.
But yeah, so in the back too, it didn't even dawn on me, but in the back of it, it actually shows what the color of the lightsaber will be too. So it'll be purple in the back. That's why it's purple background. And something else I didn't notice either is these actually have like slots in them right here. So what you can do is you can actually link
so
these
many
together.
Slots, you doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, they got slots in them. You link them together, and that way you can kind of configure them, and they're top and bottom too. So I mean, you can configure them like tall, you can configure them wide, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with them. So it's kind of cool. So that was number 2. So let me go to number 3 here. And these, like I said, none of these are labeled. They're not labeled at all. And I don't know. Oh, cool. I got Count Dooku. Count Dooku's lightsaber. That's pretty awesome. There we go. It's kind of neat too. Like I said, the detail is really cool on those. You can kind of see it's got the little prod on the end of it, and there's a little saber thing on the end there, and you can kind of see all the little details and all that kind of stuff. So really neat. I think these things are pretty cool, and the fact that they come with display stands that you can do different things with, that's pretty awesome. And let's see here. And I'll show you. And then So you can take these and then you can link them together like so. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you can stack them all up. So like I said, you can make a big long string of them, or you can stack them up on top of each other or whatever. And I'll do one. I'll do one more. This is number 4. Let's see here. Let's see who this is. Or you can put like factions together too. I think it would be pretty cool. Oh heck yeah. Ah. Yeah. There we go. Ah. Oh, pretty sure I broke that one. Oh well. Way it goes. I got Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And look at that. You can even see like everything in the end too.
That's cool.
But yeah, got the cover tech wheel and the igniter and everything, and a few things. So yeah, it's even got a little bit of a weather look to it too, which is kind of cool. So I think I might have actually damaged this one. Makes sense. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Okay. And then when you're done, you just put that thing like this in there. Let's see if you can put it. Oh, that's stupid. You got to do a little bit of finagling if you want to put them all together. And there we go. And then you have them all linked together like that.
Nice.
So yeah, neat little display thing. And there's 8 other lightsabers in here. So I mean, yeah. So like I said, I can do more later, or I can just put them all together and show you guys some pictures in the Discord.
Save some for another week.
Okay. Yeah, I'll save some for next week then. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. Sounds good. So yeah. So that's available at the Disney store. So
awesome. So I discovered that I still have another Culture Fly box that I haven't opened up yet.
Oh, nice.
So I just tore the wrapping off of it. But based on the picture that's on this box, I don't know why I waited this long to do this one.
I can't either. What the hell, man?
So there's the front.
And look who's on it.
And here's the back. So
you were saving the best for last. That's
there you go. So I'm opening it up for the first. Ooh. I have a glass tumbler with Han Solo on it.
Nice.
What this is? Oh, it's a notepad. It's a notepad with Lando.
Nice.
I have an enamel pin with. Oh, that's Django. That's not Boba.
Oh, there you go.
Pin.
Or is that the Christmas special version of Boba?
No, it actually says Django Fett on it.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got a coin bank that is carbonite Han Solo. That's pretty cool. Like that. Run out of space here on the desk. Damn it. Here. Stick you right there. Oh my gosh, is this a fanny pack? I think this is a fanny pack.
Hey, you know what? It could be a crossbody bag.
Could be. Could be.
It could be. I would go with crossbody bag. I'm okay with that.
I got some postcards here. This one is the only one that's outside of its own little package. So there's that one. And then there's this thing of postcards that's in its own little package.
Nice.
Postcard set. I'm trying to figure out what this big thing is. Oh, okay. So this is a jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Sabak League track jacket. So let me unfold that. I'm never going to get this thing folded again.
That's cool.
There's the back, and there's the front. A little
nice
card on it. So that's
little windbreaker cool. Kind of deal.
Huh?
Little windbreaker kind of deal.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Shit, what do I do with those postcards? Okay. I'm gonna open this up so that I can actually look at the postcards. I want to see what's in here. We've got heck yeah. We've got Bosk.
Nice.
Like a Bosk. We've got Orasang.
Nice.
And we have everybody's favorite Duros, Cad Bane.
Cad Bane.
And these are cool. This is the best box. I only wish it had a shirt in it.
Had a what?
I only wish it had a shirt in it.
Well, you got a crossbody bag though. I'm gonna go with crossbody bag.
No. It's cool. No, this is a cool box. This might be my favorite. This might be my favorite box for understandable reasons because
yes, the scum and villainy.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this over here because there's no way I'm gonna get that folded again. This glass tumbler, though, I am intrigued. I'm actually gonna open this up because I want to see what this looks like.
Stand by, people.
Freaking tape. Okay. I want to see. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking. I wonder if I'd be able to use this as a coffee cup, but nah.
Oh. Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool though. I like it.
Yeah.
Let me get the protective wrapping back on it. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. So that's it. I'm pretty sure that is the last Culture Fly box. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think there was four or five of them in all. So.
You know what?
Did you find another one?
I think there might be one more. I think there might be. I'll have to open it up and see if I recognize any of it.
Okay.
This Coinbake is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Gotta open this up and look at this one too.
Mm-hmm. Gotta play with your toys.
I just ruined the value. No. So yeah, it's cool little.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't throw things.
Oh, it's yeah, okay. It's plastic. It's not gonna break.
Yeah, okay, good.
I mean, it could, but yeah. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna oh man, where am I gonna put this? I need to rearrange my whole Star Wars shelf.
Your whole outlook.
My whole what?
I said your whole outlook.
No, my whole Star Wars shelf. I need to I'm gonna have to reorganize it.
That is the one thing I do enjoy about all of my Star Wars stuff, and then having to get new stuff and trying to find new places to put it is it's fun to rearrange things because you have things there that you forgot about, and you get to play with it and look at it, and you go, oh, I forgot I even had that, and da da da. Da. So yeah, fun.
Well, the thing, yeah, I forgot. I was like, man, I don't have anything for show and tell. And then I was doing something over by my Star Wars shelf. I was looking at my Tatooine wooden poster, and I looked and it was sitting on top of Chopper. If you can see, it was sitting on top of Chopper, and I'm like, wait a minute, this still has the wrap on it. I haven't opened this one yet. I guess I do have. I agree, Smirking Bear. Adulting sucks.
Yes, I agree. But the good news is it's like putting on an old jacket and finding $20 that you left in there. You're like, oh, I didn't even know I had money in here. Gotta go. So, yeah.
Open up a piece of mail and find out you have a job. That'd be awesome.
I can't help with that, Steve. I can give you Star Wars collectibles that I don't need, but I can't help you with the job.
Anyway. All right. Well, that concludes another edition of Showing Our Thingies.
We really need to find a soundbite for that.
We really do. Well, I guess that brings us to main topic time. We got to talk about
Visions volume.
We got to talk about Visions now.
3.
So I'm going to be real with you folks.
Uh-oh.
I watched this back a few weeks ago before we were originally going to do our Visions episode. The plan was to rewatch. The only one of us that did not fail the assignment was JD. He actually did rewatch it. I meant to. The plan was to do it last night, but I got really deep in my Fallout New Vegas game. I had a personal quest that I had to complete. Like it was my mission in life to complete this quest. And if you've ever played Fallout New Vegas, if you're familiar with it, I made it a personal goal to finish the quest to get the Ranger armor. Let me, if for those of you that are not familiar with Fallout or Fallout New Vegas, hang on.
I like the second part of that, Bear. He says, or spend our adult money for collectible cool shit we wanted as kids. Yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't have it as a kid, so I want it now. Unfortunately, there's just not enough room because adulting requires you have a house. And when you have a house or you have to move the crap, you have to do it yourself, and it sucks. So
yeah, like adulting to pay bills and stuff.
Yeah.
And you rarely have money for fun stuff. Some of us do. I don't know. Not me.
Mm-hmm. It's an endless cycle. If you get a lot of money so you can do fun stuff, you don't have a lot of time to do fun stuff because you have to work to make all that money to do the fun stuff. And so you don't have a lot of time for your personal stuff. And then when you take a vacation, unfortunately, the sad reality of vacation is you have to come back to reality and make more money and work more hours, and you know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Okay, so Fallout New Vegas, if those of you are familiar with it, this is the Ranger power armor. Well, it's not power armor. It's just Ranger armor. And your character, through a series of various quests, can acquire this armor. But you can't just go in and buy it at a vendor in the game. Like, You actually have to complete this quest to be able to. So you got to complete this quest, and then you have to go to this military installation and talk to this guy, and he gives you a key to a safe house that you got to go look for. And in the safe house, you can find this ranger. Right, Bear, for the NCR. So it's NCR Ranger armor. And I made it my mission in life to find this armor, because as many times as I've played New Vegas, I've never found that armor. But yeah, last night I found the armor, and through which I did not watch Visions. So because I didn't rewatch Visions yesterday, I was like, well, maybe I'll have some time today to do it. But I got involved, number one, in homework and doing that. And then I reached a stopping point on the homework because I was stuck and had to send an email to my instructor and say, what the hell, how do I do this? And he hadn't gotten back. So I was like, well, can't really do anything. I'll just wait till he answers me. And so then I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and watch some Visions. But then I was like, you know what I need to do real quick? I need to write, just real quick, this won't take long. I need to write the opening crawl for the next session of Shadow of the Sun. And I got that done fairly quick. Only took me about 15, 20 minutes to do it. But that led to, man, I need to get some writing done for session 2. And when I got to, well, I didn't get to a stopping point. I was writing and I looked at the time and I was like, oh shit. The joy of ADHD, folks.
You literally painted yourself into a corner. Congratulations.
Yeah. So, although I have seen all of the episodes, I've not seen them recently. And that, folks, was a huge squirrel moment.
There's that adulting thing again. Actually, not really. You were writing fantasy stories for a role-playing game that most adults probably don't play. So, I mean, that really wasn't adulting time.
Yeah, but it was for Shadow of the Sun.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
I'm saying so here's the thing. I wrote Twilight of Vakanta, and I liked Twilight of Vakanta. I think we had a blast doing it, and it was a lot of fun. But I'm like super excited for this campaign. I'm just like really deep, and I don't know. I'm just really a lot more excited about it than I have been about the Star Wars campaign in a while.
I have to say this thought just occurred to me, to be honest with you. I would think that when you say you're writing, when you say, like, say you're writing a book or something to that effect, that's one thing, because you know how you want the story to go, so you write the characters in such a way and you write the script in such a way, and so on and so on. Now, writing an RPG that may carry on for what Steve has warned us, may be a while. I think that's probably a little bit even more interesting, but maybe it's just my, just not knowing enough about it.
It is very interesting because
you're not. It could go this way. It could go that way, and you have to write contingencies for each part.
And you have to write it with that in mind. You have to you have to write a scenario, and then you got to go, okay, if it goes this way, this. But if it goes, you're basically writing in a
bunch of stories.
In a sense, you are writing a choose your own adventure book.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of too.
You got to keep your player in mind, because you got to be like, okay, I got a pretty good idea. They're going to go this way or they're going to go this way. If they don't go either one of these ways, I'm screwed. Because I can only write so many different
angles.
So on top of that, you write all that stuff, and then of course you got to get your flavor text in there and your dungeon dressing. You gotta write this in a way. If you've never wrote an RPG campaign game, whatever you want to call it, you have to write it in a way to paint a picture for your players, because you can't just go, okay, what are you going to do now? You're going to go left. You're going to go right. You've got to.
Or you're gonna have a huge argument amongst your players and try to beat the crap out of them.
That's going to happen anyway. No, you've got to paint out the scenario to them and explain how things look, how things smell, the sounds around them. And so it gets really intricate, and on top of the fact that you write these scenarios, and then you're like, well, this is the way it could go, but I also got to write what happens if it doesn't go that way. So it's very involved. Smirking Bear, we are squirreling hard.
Yeah, we are definitely squirreling hard.
We are definitely going to need to take a drink because
I'm
so off topic. We haven't even gotten on the topic.
Other than we've never discussed visions before, this is our first visions session that we've actually discussed one of the episodes or one of the seasons. So yeah, this is our first one. So
see, and that's the thing, because we've never.
Okay, so given that, I'll ask this. I'll kick off a question with you, Steve. So, of all the seasons, I'm assuming you've seen 1, 2, and 3 now.
I've seen all of them.
Okay, so of the ones of all of the episodes and everything you remember, which has been your favorite season so far?
1.
Okay.
I gotta be fair. Season 2 is kind of a blank to me.
Yeah.
I don't remember hardly anything about season 2.
I liked this season a heck of a lot better than 2. 2 just was, I'm the same way. I remember it vaguely, but it just didn't really catch. I mean, the visuals and all of the artistry was great, but the stories, I really didn't. The stories really didn't kind of resonate, except for maybe 1 or 2 of them. So I really don't remember them that much.
So yeah.
The only one I remember is the Ninth Jedi. I remember the Ninth Jedi, and that was it.
Yeah, I don't remember that one either. The cool thing about Visions is you got a bunch of different people working. In fact, not just a bunch of different people. You have different studios working on different stories that can concern themselves with storytelling without having to concern themselves with connecting not only with like Star Wars canon, but also you don't have to connect to any other stories in the larger Visions universe.
Right.
Like, none of this stuff is canon. It's just like, it's almost like what if type stuff.
Yeah. Which I've said this before, I enjoy it because without having to worry about the canon, without having to worry about, telling the story and it going the wrong way, you can tell whatever story you want as long as it looks like or is visually, kind of on the same scope as a Star Wars story would be told. But you also have creative liberty to kind of tell the story you want. You have to use the mythos of Star Wars in whichever way best fits your visual preferences or whatever, and you can create some pretty cool stuff out of it. And like I said, that whole soapbox idea that you can do whatever you want. So I dig this kind of stuff. I think it's kind of neat for them to be able to do stuff like this. And I think that's why I like this season, and season 1, 2 was, yeah, because this season to me felt more, it felt more attached to the Star Wars universe, without without like subverting what I know about the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
I could tell it was Star Wars. I could tell it took place in the Star Wars universe. It dealt with things more in the Star Wars timeline that we're familiar with, and but it didn't, like I said, it didn't rob me of anything I knew before. It just kind of took all those things and made a Star Wars story that has nothing to do with canon, but it just kind of writes its own story using all those elements. And I think this one does a better job of doing that than season 2 did.
I would have to agree with you, but only because I don't remember jack squat about season 2.
Yeah, season 2 really went off the rails. It really went on to a whole. It really went on to a whole. There were elements in it where basically there was like one little thing in it that would tell you, and I can't remember the episode. I'd have to go back and look, but there was one in there where they talked about like harvesting kyber crystals, but there was nothing other than just them saying they're harvesting kyber crystals. They could have said we're harvesting crystals, and you wouldn't. There's nothing about it that would have screamed Star Wars other than that. And I was like, okay, yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Meh. Meh.
So we'll say this about, overall in the Star Wars visions and all of them, and season 3 is no exception to the rule, but as good as some of the stories are, they really shine with the animation.
Yes.
Like, it's just visually amazing.
Mm-hmm. Do you have one specific episode this time that kind of stood out to you as being the?
Well, I would say that my favorite episodes in season 3 are the Ronin sequel.
Mm-hmm.
That was just badass.
That was badass.
Dude,
that was awesome.
You got two people fighting a lightsaber duel on an upside down AT foot.
Yeah. Yeah. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
And that girl's what was her name? Ani San, I think was her name. That lightsaber she had was just like, the hell is that?
It took Kylo Ren's to the extreme, I think.
I seriously was like, what the hell is going on with this thing?
It was cool. And the fact that she made that using all of the kyber crystals that he had collected from all his previous duels.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Then, so you've got her fighting Ronin, and then you've got both of them fighting this Grand Master dude who
wasn't even a dude.
Yeah, he's like cybernetic.
He was like, the only thing about him that was like, I think the only thing about him that was human was like that he had a brain or something like that, but for the most part, he was completely almost 100% cybernetic. There wasn't anything, and he portrayed himself as a Jedi, but I think the Ronin was being more of a Jedi than this dude was. Which I think might have been the point. I think that might have been the point of the whole thing, was the fact that he was more Jedi than the guy who claimed to be a Jedi was.
So Bear says that the Ronin sequel was not his favorite of the season. I'm going to come back to that. But my other favorite episode in this season would have to be The Smuggler.
The one with the prince?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Jedi with the lightsaber that like comes like how
out
she
of the
had
cybernetic
that
arm.
Was like, whoa, shit.
Yeah, I like that one too. Yeah, that one was pretty good. It did kind of give me the feeling of like Ulysses Claw with the gun in his cybernetic arm. Yeah. Exactly. I was like, okay, that kind of gave me a claw. But I kind of had a feeling like when she was going around and doing her thing, she was so calm and she had such a poise to her that I was kind of like, she almost gives me like the flair of a Jedi, but maybe this isn't, maybe she's not. I don't know. But I'm also kind of biased. I think the other reason why I'm biased this season is because it felt like to me that it was very heavily not only force laden with, like the duality of the dark versus the light of the force, but like very heavily laden with Jedi and like even master versus apprentice type stuff.
Yeah.
Like master versus Padawan type thing. There was quite a few episodes that had dealt with that and like succumbing and being part of the force and being one with the force and about the force and things like that. It was very it was very heavily latent into that, and I thought that was pretty cool.
So Joy said something interesting. Visions is like the sort of media a character in the Star Wars canon universe would consume.
Yeah, like a TV show type of thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
See that.
like a TV show or a short. Maybe that's their TikTok.
Yeah, there you go. Well, what were some of your favorites, JD?
I like the Ronin. I think the Ronin was my favorite, given the story and the visuals, because the story and the visuals was awesome. But one that I kind of was a very heavy competitor to me, as far as the story, as far as the visuals in this one, I think were better than the Ronin, but the story was, I don't know. I really honestly, I think that they both kind of are competing. I think the Ronin just barely edges out that one because I wanted to see for so long. I wanted to see the sequel to the Ronin, and I was not disappointed with that. I really like the sequel to the Ronin, but the other one to me was Bird of Paradise.
Man, I don't
That
remember what that was about.
it's actually right. It's right up here. Is the visual is the one of the screenshots from it is right
Yeah,
up here.
that okay. I do remember. I do remember the visuals of it, and I remember the visuals being really nice.
The
I don't
visuals to
remember what
me,
the story was about.
yeah, the visuals to me is what sold it. The visuals was freaking outstanding. It was the graphics and everything that they used in it, and the paint schemes and all that kind of stuff. I loved the overall the overall look of it itself. Now the story, I got it. I was getting it. Everything was good up until the end, because I wasn't quite sure what I think I know kind of what happened to her in the end, but I'm not 100% positive, because basically it was about her being a very arrogant, very foolhardy, kind of almost. She took too much, kind of like an Anakin type situation where she felt like her powers made her better than everybody, and she went after a Sith and very arrogantly and wouldn't listen to her master and tried to take the Synthon by herself and tried to interfere in the fight, and then she ends up getting her eyes lightsabered, and she has to use like her feeling and her connection to the Force to guide her around, because now she's lost in a strange place and she's in like a forest type situation, which is it kind of gave me the feeling of like Pandora almost, like from Avatar. But she has to find her way around by using the Force in a place that's very heavily latent, like with the living Force, and she had to try to find her way around with her injuries, and she was blinded, she couldn't see anything, and it ended up she was not only trying to find her way without being able to see, but she was also, her inner demons decided it was a good time to try to bring her down and try to just make it to where she gives up and she dies and all this kind of stuff. And I think maybe it's just because I wasn't like quite paying attention enough to the end, but I'm not sure if it well, the point at the end was that she actually did die and she passed away and she was passing on to the living Force, or the fact that she found her way out using the Force and she was able to see where she needed to go. So maybe somebody who watched it can clarify. I'm not sure. So, but as far as visuals and the story up until that point, I thought were great. It was really cool. I did like the smuggler. The one at the end. What was the one at the end?
Black.
Black. That one
Joy
was
had
just.
something to say about that, and I completely agree with her.
What is it?
She said Black felt like watching the wall under the influence of something tainted.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see what here. Yeah, the ninth Jedi. That one one was okay. I wasn't overly impressed with it. It was kind of neat. It was a cool. The story for the Ninth Jedi one kind of bought me more than the visuals did. The story was kind of cool that she gets kind of lost in space and she gets brought back by this old relic, and it kind of gave me it kind of gave me the kind of a Jedi Survivor kind of kind of storyline where he goes up and he finds these old relics, and there ends up being a Jedi in cryostasis in it, and all this kind of stuff. Except for the one that she finds in the Ninth Jedi is actually ends up being dead, and so the droid fulfills his last command as a droid to protect the Jedi by sacrificing his life, sacrificing his ship, and giving up on his mission to save her, and then she continues on. So I like the story better than I like the visuals on that one. That one was much better on the visual, or much better with respect to that. What was the other one? There was another one in there. The Lost Ones.
So the Lost Ones. That was the one. Wasn't that also a sequel?
It might have been. You're right. It may have been. I'm not sure.
Hang
that
on,
one was kind of meh for me. That one, Yuko's Treasure and Black were kind of like, meh. I really didn't. Those are probably the Song of Four Wings wasn't bad, except for the part where she like puts on a TIE or a X-wing mech suit and goes and fights. I was kind of like, I don't know about all that. just I don't know. It was doing all right until we got to that part, and I kind of went, nah, I'm good. That one's not that great.
So yeah,
So
it was a sequel to the one called
yeah, I agree, Bear. It was wild.
The Village Bride.
Oh, is that season 2?
I think it was season 1.
Oh, I forgot about that one then.
Yeah.
Might be because it was one that just didn't stick out to me. I don't know. Gundam X-wing mech suit was kind of wild. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, Bear. I agree. Yeah, everybody in the chat saying more Ronin sequel. I agree. The Ronin is freaking cool. They need to do more with that. And I actually like at the end too when they get done fighting and they say the truce is over, and they're almost like play fighting. It's almost like they're not doing anything serious anymore. They're play fighting. I was like, heck yeah, that's cool. I love that. That was great.
Like, I personally would not mind them doing like a whole season of Ronin stuff.
Yeah, like do a whole story.
Dig into his backstory a little bit.
Yeah. The fact that he does what he does and he's going after he's he seems to be going after other people who have the red kyber crystal, and the Jedi and the Sith are obviously a thing in that universe. So, is he somebody who's going after rogue Sith, or is he somebody who's going after like did this take place in the past and he's going after like dark Jedi, or is he it'd be cool to kind of see them expand on what he's got going on and what he's doing. Just do a whole show just called Star Wars The Ronin, and it'd be just a visual and the same visuals, the same everything. Just have them, like you said, Steve, write a backstory and kind of figure out what he's doing and continue the adventures and see where it goes.
Well, so they did a book.
Yeah.
And then they also did a comic book. Andrew, what's up, dude?
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah, they did a comic book and they also did a book.
Mm-hmm. I have not got a chance. I have not seen the comic book, or I did not know they did a comic book. Now I know they did a book, and I actually heard the book was actually pretty good.
I haven't read the book, but I have read the comic book. I'm gonna show you the cover to the comic book if I can find it on this freaking. Where's it at? Come on. Why is it not on? Certainly, it's on League of Comic Book Geeks somewhere.
You would think.
Everything's on League of Comic Geeks. Damn it.
You will be there.
We'll be
Damn
there.
you. Damn you.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
Let me share my screen with you.
I will not be denied.
No doubt.
Oh yeah.
So this is a trade paperback that actually doesn't get released until April.
Ooh.
But it collects Star Wars Visions #1. Oh, wait a minute. It doesn't just collect Ronin.
Oh, it's not just Ronin?
It's not just Ronin. Here we go. This is the original. Okay, here's the original. That's the Ronin.
That's the one that's already been released. That's the one that's already been released, right?
This one was released October 2022.
Okay. I might need to get that.
I don't remember where I got mine, but I do have I have a physical copy of this. But yeah, it's I'll find a link where you folks can buy it, and I'll put it in the show notes. Andrew says he got a new bucket yesterday, and he's going to break out the paints to weather it.
Oh, awesome! Which one did you get, Andrew?
So you're going to have to come on the show and show it to us later on a future episode.
Heck yeah! I already told him if he continues to keep me honest on these shows whenever we do troops together, that he's going to have to come on here one time so that way he can go, nope, wait, hold on, that's not true.
So you can buy. I'm not finding a hard copy, but you can buy a digital version on Comixology, which is basically Amazon.
Nice.
I'm still trying to find. Somebody in the chat want to help me out on this one? Help me find where to find a physical copy. Wait a minute. Oh, nope. I found. Okay, it is also on Amazon. It was just a different link. That's weird. So you can buy, if you want to buy a physical copy of Star Wars Visions #1, it's going to cost you $20. And according to Amazon, there is only one left in stock.
Ooh, who's going to get it first?
Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? So they've got it. You know what? eBay's got one for $10. There are actually several copies of it on eBay, so that's probably going to be your go-to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Andrew, Amazon's got one copy of it. One physical copy. You can buy a digital copy. The digital copy is only like $4. So
yeah,
that's that.
I think I might actually like the comic book copy to go with my figure from Japan. That would be cool.
Yeah, I was thinking of driving up to your house and stealing that, but no,
You could have come up on the barbecue, but no.
I wasn't invited.
Yes, you were.
I know. Oh man. So the novel, if you are interested in that, that one you can get the paperback on Amazon for $17. If you're interested in that.
Nice.
Anyway.
But
so Visions.
Back to the story at
Back to
hand.
talking about Visions and not just one episode. Like have we heard anything about there being a season 4?
No. I mean, season 3 was just released a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's not that. Yeah, it's not that.
It's not that old. I think if it continues to get the viewership, which from everything I've seen, it really is. It's doing pretty good. People are really liking it, kind of embracing the different art forms, and really loving the short stories that go along with it. I think this season did a lot better than 2. From what I've been seeing, this season was definitely better than season 2. So.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't even remember most of season. I don't remember any of season 2. I know I watched it.
Yeah, I remember a few things. There were a few things that stood out visually. There was one, and I can't remember the. I'd have to go back, and honestly, I'd have to go back and look at the to watch it again, or look at the season episode recap to see which ones were which. Because I've got them pictured in my head. I just can't remember the names of the actual episodes. Hang on a second. Let me look at something. There we go. Season 2.
You're looking at for season 2.
Yeah, I'm just looking at season 2. Journey. Is it Journey of the? What is that one? Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I'm going to say this now. I would actually probably have to go back and rewatch it. To be quite honest, there's things, like I said, there's things about it I remember. There's a few episodes, but I can't remember which ones are which. So I'd be lying if I said I like this one, because it might be the wrong one. So I'd have to actually go back and rewatch
it. Yeah. Like I said, I'd probably have more to say if I went back and rewatched it.
Yeah.
Because I would remember more of the episodes.
Of this one?
Of season 3, yeah. Like
of season 3, yeah.
I mean, I remember the Ronin one.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the smuggler one. I remember the black one. I also remember the bounty hunters, which I thought was pretty good too.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't my favorite, but I do like it better than some. Like I said, Yoko's Treasure I really didn't care for. Black was just weird. The Song of Four Wings, like I said, that was okay until they got to the mech X-wing, and then I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
And yeah, really, Bird of Paradise was pretty awesome for me. The Ronin one, and like I said, I liked the short story for the Ninth Jedi. That was pretty cool. The Lost Ones, man, I mean, it was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, the Smugglers, that one was really good. I liked the ship in that one. The ship was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of gave me the Razor Crest vibes.
Trying to remember that one.
Is that one that had the wings that come up like this and they folded and it took off?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
the bounty hunter one with the droid was kind of cool because he was like chill, and then he was trying desperately to get rid of the assassin side of him, and then when he went assassin mode, he was like killing everything and being a real smart ass and all that kind of stuff. But then when he ends up getting shot, they shoot the good side of him, and he's stuck with the assassin side he was trying to get rid of because they killed the good side of him.
Are you still on your show?
So yeah, that one was funny. I like the droid in that one. That was kind of cool.
So this is still talking about Visions overall, but kind of getting off topic of the season 3. The Ronin comic book is not the only Visions comic book.
Oh,
there was another one. Again, it's still just called Star Wars Visions, but this one is called Star Wars Visions Peach Momoko. Peach Momoko is a comic book creator. So it's a book created by her. She does the writing and the artwork. And it says, centuries after the death of a great dark Sith Lord, a cult has grown worshiping the Sith Lord and the dark side. And Ancock believes she is the successor to the legacy of the Sith. Is this from an episode? Because this sounds familiar.
It might be. What episode was it? Does it show any visuals?
It just the cover art.
What's that look like?
I'm pulling it up. There.
Oh, is that? Can you zoom in on it?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. Anybody in the chat help us with this? Is this
Yeah,
was this from an episode?
Sequel. Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, we don't know.
And there were actually 2 Ronin comic books. There was the first one, which is just called Star Wars Visions. And that's this one here.
Uh-huh.
And so there's that one.
And you said there's another one coming out in April, though.
Well, there's another one that came out. There's another one that came out in 2022. All of these came out in 2022. But
Taco says he thinks it's a continuation from season 1. He says he thinks it's a continuation of one of the season 1 stories. So let's see here.
But then, so there's a second Ronin one. And this is the cover of that one. The Ronin and the Droid is the name of it.
Nice.
Interesting. I don't think I've read that one. Huh. But it's written by the same guy that wrote the first comic book. It's an interesting point you bring up, Bear. Actually, like why this particular story? Why is this the one episode that has almost stood on its own and ventured off into other media?
Well, I think this one, as far as popularity was concerned, it was the most popular out of all of them.
Probably was.
When everybody talked about season 1, they always talked about the Ronin, how good the visuals were, and just the mystery of the Ronin, and him, instead of being a Jedi with a lightsaber, with a blue lightsaber or green or whatever, he was actually he had a red lightsaber. And I think throughout the entirety of the story of the first Ronin, he doesn't actually brandish his lightsaber until she says something and she assumes he's a Jedi, and then he pulls out the red lightsaber, and she finds out that he's actually not a Jedi, that he's actually a Ronin of the Sith variety. And that's when the mystery of who he is and what he's about is just, I think it kind of resonated. I know for me, that's what it was, is the fact that he wasn't, he was a Ronin Sith that were going after other Sith. And that, I thought that was pretty cool. And that was one of my favorite episodes. I remember that one pretty clearly out of all the other episodes that were from season 1.
So there's an Art of Star Wars Visions book out, but it was published in 2022, so it's not really up to date.
So they'll probably do another one.
So hopefully they would do another one.
Hopefully they'll do another one.
I don't know if I'd necessarily buy this per se, but I might go check and see if they have it at my library, which I'm going to do right now because I can.
Don't make me do it.
The Art of Star Wars Visions.
I got Matthew was saying
he said, it's a freaking digital copy.
Oh. Matthew said he's just not into anime. I get it too, Matthew. I'm not crazy about anime at all either myself. But I do like these. Like I said, set in the Star Wars universe, it really is interesting to see the different cartooning and the different animation styles that people do, and to see these these returning styles like the Ronin, and then see some of the, like I said, Bird of Paradise for me was visually cool. That was a very interesting visual, all the colors and everything they put together on that, and how they use the graphics and stuff like that. Some of the other stuff, like I said, I like the story better than the graphics. But some of the graphics, and especially in like the Ronin and Bird of Paradise, I thought they were amazing. It is cool to see. Like I said, for me, it is a sandbox thing. I do like to see people take these concepts of what is Star Wars, move outside of what is established canon, the established universe, and kind of put their own spin on it and use it as a base to create a new story and do it visually stunningly. But they're not restricted. They don't have a restriction as far as what they can create. It's just, you can do whatever you want with it, go for it, and then they can make all these different things and just toying inside of that. And it's like, that's pretty cool. There's parts of it in there with the Ronin where the Ewoks are doing their battle, with trying to help the Ronin and the other girl keep the Jedi from getting in and trying to escape them and things like that. And the Ewoks were actually helping. And you saw a Chewbacca-style character, and you see the Ralph McQuarrie version of C-3PO and kind of a early version of R2-D2, which is the original droid. That's neat to see that stuff brought into it, and to get to, you see those tidbits of information. It's always something recognizable. And that's, like I said, I think for this season, for me, this was much more not only heavily laden in the Jedi versus the Sith, but also the aspects of the Force. And it really did kind of hardcore lean into established Star Wars, what establishes the Star Wars universe as far as the Empire, the TIE fighters, the Star Destroyers, the lightsabers, the mythos and the history of Star Wars and that kind of stuff. So yeah, this one kind of grounded it much more in that, but still maintained that whole. It's not Star Wars, but it is.
Yeah. No, I get it. Now, one thing I also wanted to mention that if any of you are out there are fans of the Ninth Jedi, there is going to be another series that is basically I don't have a whole lot of information about it, and apparently they talked about it at Celebration Japan.
They did. Yep.
But it's going to be like a whole series about the Ninth Jedi, and it's supposed to come out next year. So yeah, if Ninth Jedi is your thing, see, and I don't even remember those.
The Ninth Jedi was in season 1 as well.
Yeah, I mean, there are quite a few I remember from season 1. Obviously, I remember the Ronin. I remember Tatooine Rhapsody.
Oh God.
And then the one about the twins.
Yep. The Elder was another good one too.
Yeah, the Elder. The Elder was good.
The Elder was another good one, yeah.
Man, maybe I need to go back and watch the Ninth Jedi because clearly it's popular.
Yeah.
So,
and I hope I didn't get back. I don't think I got those backwards. I think I was. It might be the one I got backwards. I'm not sure.
What's that?
I'll have to go back and watch too. Well, I was talking about the one with the girl gets captured. The one girl gets captured and she's forced to fight her old master that she thought died, but he actually went to the dark side. I don't think that's the Ninth Jedi. That might be the Ninth Jedi. I think I might have got them backwards. So there was two in there that were kind of that I got backwards. The other one was the one where she gets accidentally ejected out into space and she gets picked up by the old ancient relic that has a Jedi Master and cryostasis in it, and the droid rescues her. And so I think I might have got those two backwards. I'm not sure.
So, folks, there you have it. Clear proof that we don't always know what the fuck we're talking about.
Hey, it all kind of mashed together. No, the Ninth Jedi. I got it right. I'm good. I had it right. The first time. The Ninth Jedi is the one where she goes on to the. She gets ejected by accident, and then she goes onto the ship, and then she helps the droid. The droid finally risks. He gives up his life to save her. So yeah, I had that right. So I'm good. I'm square.
Awesome.
Dang it.
Woo. Cool. So,
I'm the 10th Jedi.
Chat room. Any other thoughts about Star Wars Visions? Either season 3 specifically or the other volumes or the whole the whole thing as a whole. Any thoughts on that?
Most of the comment I've seen is everybody seems to think, or everybody seems to like the Ronin, so that's good. Does anybody have any other favorite episodes this season or otherwise? I mean,
yeah, like did you have any favorites like overall?
You're asking me
anything that wasn't in.
You're asking me.
Anybody.
Oh, anybody. Oh, okay. I like I said, I like the Ronin series.
I
The Ronin series
object to that, Matt. I would say your numbers are off. I'm about 60% full of shit. No, but for real, I mean,
hey, our opinions are our own, and they are opinions, and we've never established them as anything but our opinions.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Opinions. I mean, to be fair, 90% of the time, we know what the hell we're talking about and have actually like consumed the material that we're talking about.
Oh, no. I don't think there's anything that we've talked about that I have not actually consumed. Now, are my opinions always correct? Do I forget details? Of course, but I mean, come on. I'm allowed. I'm allowed.
Yeah, I mean, I did watch this.
Yeah,
I only watched
a couple weeks
it once.
ago. A couple weeks ago.
And I had planned to watch it again, but stuff got in the way.
It's called real life.
Life got in the way, and you know, if I'm being real, ADHD got in the way.
Taco says 1, 3, 5, 6, and 8. I'm assuming those are the ones you liked in order. Is that right, Taco?
No, that's the code to his luggage.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1,
That's like
2, 3, 4.
That's the kind of combination an idiot puts on his luggage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the combination on my luggage. If you don't know what that is, why are you here? It's going to be a future episode. I will stand on it.
We are going to talk about that on a future episode.
Darth Teddy was awesome. The crate dragon with all the feet. That was kind of interesting.
I'll have to rewatch it. The movie that we're talking about, not Visions.
Oh, okay.
I probably won't. Yeah. If we're being real, I'm probably not going to rewatch it. I mean, it's fine. I guess I lean more on Matthew's side of the fence on this one. It's fine. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad in any way. I'm not gonna crap all over it because it's good. It didn't blow my non-existent hair back.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
I mean, it's the stuff is good. The concepts are good. The short stories. It's fun to consume that stuff. It's fun to see it. But would I watch it repeatedly on replay, or is it part of my yearly binge watch from start to finish? No, probably not. But then again, and nobody, don't come at me with any kind of hate. I don't do it with Clone Wars either, because if I tried to include Clone Wars, Rebels, Resistance in my yearly rewatch of all of the Star Wars stuff, oh my God, I would literally be watching Star Wars every night. I would not be able to make it through the entire year watching Star Wars. It would take more than 1 year to get through it all.
That's fair.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, like, will I maybe go back and rewatch specific episode? Like, I kind of want to go back and watch this 9th Jedi thing, because apparently
before the TV series comes out, I definitely want to rewatch the 9th
Jedi. If it's that big a deal that they're going to do their own series about it. Yeah,
that's what's good about it, though, too, is you don't have to watch all of them. You can go back and watch specific parts of that season. So we can go back and we can watch the 9th Jedi, or we can watch Ronin again, and we can go back to season 3 and watch Ronin again.
Well, they're all they're all standalone. So
I will not put myself through Black again. I'm just saying.
No.
Sorry, not doing it.
What is it about that one that you didn't like?
It's just weird. It was just weird. I mean, if I had just consumed a huge bag of weed, then it would probably be fun. But
see, and I would have thought,
I don't know.
Like not even weed, maybe something a little stronger.
Well, I mean, I don't smoke weed. I can't smoke weed. Obviously, for my job, I can't smoke weed. So, I mean, just maybe if I was drunk, I don't know.
I'm talking even stronger than that. No, but no, for real, yeah. It's good. It was good. Matt
To be
says we
fair,
need to go back and rewatch the holiday special.
that would actually be interesting because I'll be honest with you, I watched that a long time ago and I've not watched it since.
Same.
Yeah. Because, oh my God. See, you people joke about the holiday special now like it's some kind of cultural zeitgeist or something. And when we saw it originally, we went, "What in the f is this crap?
What in the ever loving hell are they
What
doing?
in the ever loving hell did they just do to my favorite franchise? You sons of bitches!"
Yeah, I mean,
Hit some.
you people just don't understand. You can all sit here and joke about it.
Yeah, you weren't there when it came out first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't around. It was just gross.
Back in my day.
Back in my day when I was a young man and I was a young whippersnapper, I watched that and went, I'd like to get that 20 minutes back.
Oh, there's a lot of movies I can think of where I'd be like, man, I'm never going to get
that back. Yeah, we're never going to get that back. Yeah, the Power Rangers theme. I wish I could get that back.
With Star Wars Vision Season 3, next week, we are going to be talking about, we're going to be doing a kind of deep dive of sorts into Tatooine. So that is December 2nd. The next Tuesday is December 9th. And I don't remember whether or not I've mentioned this to you, JD. But I thought that would be a good date to do our annual Winter Shenanigans episode.
More shenanigans.
One of the topics for that one I was thinking is favorite animated Christmas movies.
Animated? It has to be animated? Why can't it just be Christmas movies?
No, we've already done just basic Christmas movie. No, I mean,
okay.
Animated Christmas movies.
Can it be stop motion from the 80s animation?
Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Yes,
absolutely.
Thank you. Okay, good. Thank you.
So that's what we're going to do on the 9th. And then on the 16th.
Oh, boy.
We are celebrating the 9th anniversary of the U.S. release of Rogue One. And I know we've talked about.
I dare say a Rogue One shenanigans episode.
We've talked about Rogue One multiple times on this show. So I dug deep and I came up with ideas for how to talk about it in a different way, and nice. Than we have before.
Okay.
And I think I mentioned that idea to you, JD.
You did.
Okay.
You did.
So I've been slowly but surely working on notes for that specific.
Because it's the end of the year, and if we go an entire year without talking about Rogue One, Steve's head might explode.
All right. But see, next year is the 10th anniversary.
Oh, God.
So we really got to pull out all the stops.
I'm going to call Donnie Yen and see if I can get him to guest appear on the show.
Oh, man, that'd be sweet.
Wouldn't that be cool? Oh, my God.
It would be.
Either him or Bays. I don't. Shoot or Bays. I mean, Hell, I'll take
Tudyk.
I'll take Alan Tudyk, Felicity Jones. Any of the major players, I would be fine with it.
Man, if we could, you know what? If we could get Felicity Jones and Diego on the show,
God,
man, I think I would shit myself.
I probably would. I would too. Alan Tudyk would be fun.
Yeah, he'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, next week
I'll take things that are not going to happen for 500, Alex.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, everybody that's in the chat, thanks for coming and hanging out with us and talking about. Yeah, it would, Andrew.
What do you say?
You said Diego
Diego
Luna
Luna would be great. Yeah. Oh, it'd be insane.
Yeah, exactly, Bear.
Honestly one.
See, Bear says we can all have dreams.
Yes. My only thing is, if we had Diego Luna on the show, I would have to go off Star Wars topic for a moment and ask him a couple questions about one of my favorite Western movies of all time that he was in. So,
I mean, yeah, exactly, Bear. We can all have dreams, and you know, rebellions are built on hope.
right, exactly.
Yeah,
we could write an email. I mean, the worst thing they could say is no. I mean, it's always no if you don't ask.
See, Matthew here says Rogue One is my favorite Disney era Star Wars movie. This sentence for me would be exactly the same, except I would cut out the words Disney and era.
I agree with Matthew.
But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out with us, folks. And come talk with us next week about Tatooine. That's right, Joy. You miss every shot that you don't take.
I'm gonna find Alan Tudyk's email.
Thanks for everyone watching that isn't in the chat room, and thanks for everybody watching on the replay. Thank you to the folks watching on Facebook. Leave a comment if you would, please. And of course, make sure that you subscribe and smash that like button. And we'll see you again next week. So may the Force be with you.